Hello, everybody, and welcome back after a 1 week break to Call of Cthulhu Song and Dance. Oh God, let me think here. A lot of stuff happened. I know that. Kind of slipped my mind, and this idiot reporter is not prepared. Sorry, folks. So, I guess maybe just jump on into the session.
It was chaos.
There
was drama.
Indeed, and wasn't there almost a fight?
There was
or
a
two?
fight.
Oh, there was a fight.
Yep. Yeah, there was a lot of chaos and shenanigans and stuff last session. And we will get into more further shenanigans in just a second. First things first, I would like to do a quick kind of housekeeping thing. A couple of things did get retconned in relation to the game. Mostly it has to do with Gabe being hopeless romantic, and any romantic stuff in relation with that. Also, important thing that I ended up learning about. So when something happens and you guys roll and you're over, you can actually spend your luck to pass that check. So like,
Ooh,
yes.
that makes sense.
So potentially what could happen is like I have you roll a sleight of hand and you're off by like 3 points. You can spend that much luck points to quote unquote pass. The thing with it though is that you can't use it for a sanity roll, and
They don't come back.
it is a permanent thing. The only way you get your luck points back is if your character dies.
Oh yeah, that's really lucky.
Yes, and I don't know what happens if you hit 0 luck. When I've asked Black, he just laughs maniacally. So
Fantastic.
So something good must happen.
yes.
A birthday
We win.
party.
We win the game.
What?
Obviously, something very, very good will happen once you reach 0 luck.
Oh boy. So there's that. So that's the basic housekeeping I wanted to cover. So let's hop into it. We are still at the dancing hall. We have the one half of the group is over by the tables. Wolf just got his watch back. Virgil also dropped off Jack's watch there to the group. There's kind of some stuff going on there. Meanwhile, and we're going to actually start with Louise and Jack on the other side of the dancing hall, kind of trying to get on the same page regarding that kiss and kind of figuring out what the game plan is regarding who, if they should talk to one of the party boys / good time gals or kind of get back with the group. So, Chev, Tomb, what would you guys like to do?
I'm gonna follow
Okay.
Jack's lead. Louise, just had that tiff with Runa. She kind of doesn't want to deal with that at the moment. So she's probably gonna follow your lead, Jack. So wherever you want to go, Louise is gonna follow. Sorry.
Hey, Louise.
Jack.
I was gonna go talk to my sister. This is the first time I've seen her in probably 4 years. So, could you be like my moral support, more emotional support? Nope.
Do you want me to go with you so you ain't alone or nothing?
Yes, please.
I can do that for you, Sha.
All right. Can Jack find his sister in the crowd?
Go ahead and roll me a spot hidden.
Do I by 2 rolls.
That is a 3.
You see her kind of, she's just kind of a guy has excused himself from dancing with her, and so she's kind of, bouncing, more or less. That's the best way I can describe it. She's kind of bouncing, kind of waiting to see if somebody else is going to come up and ask her for her dance partner, but she seems to be chilling by herself.
Okay. Can I wave to get her attention?
Yeah. She'll.
And
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
like motion for her to come over?
Yeah. She'll spot you, and then she'll wave back, and then she'll kind of come on over. Yep. There we go. Hi, Jack. How are you?
Hi, sis. Having a good night?
Of course. It's always a fun time.
Louise, this is my sister. I don't know if you two have met.
Oh, we've met a couple of times.
Okay. How you been doing? It's been a long time.
I've been doing pretty well for myself.
You chose New Orleans to come to.
She kind of shrugs. Yeah, I figured it would be a nice way to get away from the snow and all that.
Okay. Or did New Orleans choose you? So how you been living around here? I mean, I've been doing okay. Just teaching and
Teaching?
trying to get by, you know. Yeah. You remember I was in college.
Yes, I remember that. I thought you were going to law school, though.
I
school.
was.
Yeah, he was going to
Yeah.
law school. Like, to be a lawyer. I remember
I found a different calling.
she's gonna. Can you roll a fast talk?
Okay, I mean, okay.
Like Louise is going to turn to Jack, very puzzled. You a lawyer?
32 out of whatever my thing is. 45, so.
Yeah, okay, so she's gonna nod
mean-
slowly and kind of be like, I could have sworn that Mom and Dad mentioned that you were going to be a lawyer, but I mean, they're probably
mean,
just happy that you went to school.
It's complicated. I mean, I do have a law degree, actually, Louise, and also Kate, but I came down here to get away from everything, and then I picked up teaching instead.
Huh.
So technically, yeah, I am kind of a lawyer, but I mean, don't focus on that.
Louise seems amused, very amused, but she's not going to interrupt again.
But, well, how do you two know each other?
Oh, I visit her speakeasy all the time. And of course, we're friends, well, sort of friends with her singer.
Yeah.
Runa?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she comes by to the speakeasy with the party girls. I didn't know her personally, but I did know her enough to know her name and face. It is nice to see you again, Miss Katie.
It's always nice to see you, and it's especially nice to see you out and about. She's gonna.
Who was that to? Was that to Louise or was that to Jack?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. She is gonna lean a little bit, and she's going to kind of like mock. I'm telling you two a secret. Between you and me, between us three, Bella's been having a bet with the others about whether or not you're a vampire, Louise. Because you're never out and about.
Oh, that's a funny joke. No, I just, for the safety of what I know, I'm sure you can understand.
I suppose I can see the benefit in that.
Bella's the one that was in the picture, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I want to say Jack just leaves over to Louise and's like, sounds like projection.
Well, I mean, on.
She
Hold
definitely.
on, I got something. Hold on. Well, actually, Miss Katie, we were chatting, I think, a couple Halloweens ago, me and Runa, wondering if y'all party girls were vampires yourselves. I mean, y'all are always out at all hours. I hardly see you ladies during the day.
Well, not all of us have a liver quite like Miss Runa. She kind of shakes her head. That girl can drink.
Yes, she can. Mm.
She's just gonna kind of shake her head of kind of like, I have stories of some of our own drinking contests that don't end up so well, but I'm not gonna say this, especially not in front of my brother.
Oh,
I mean,
all right.
you can share.
Well, let's just say there's a couple of times where we forget how strong our livers actually are, and well, the morning after's rather rude at reminding us.
What happened? What happened? What did you do?
You got shit-faced, Jack.
Oh, that's it? I mean, that's not too bad. I don't know why you didn't want to tell us that.
Well, you know how people talk in the city. There's rumors and everything rolling around of all sorts of
I
things.
mean, I suppose I just I'm pretty new in town, so.
Beth, can I roll an idea?
Sure.
I don't know how to approach the whole, like...
Yeah, that's a
Bella-
smart idea. Because
Yeah,
I don't know how to do it either.
Yeah, like, I'm kind of, like...
I'm trying, but I don't want to just be, like, straight up, like, what's up with this?
Yeah. I'm kind of at a loss, so, what's the idea again?
Idea is intel. Yeah.
I got a 40. I don't know.
Yeah, that's pass.
Okay.
So, you could probably ask her how she got into the group with the Good Time Gals and everything. You could ask about the dancing hall itself. That's all. That's the only thing coming out of my head.
I got a question, if
Yes.
you'd allow me to.
Yeah.
Oh no. How oh shoot. I don't know, I forgot his name. I'm sorry. Who was she with at the boxing ring?
She was with
it was
Mr. Y.
That was Mr. Y?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm gonna ask her how do you know Mr. Y? He seems like quite the character.
She's gonna chuckle a little bit. She's like, well, I guess it's not exactly well known, but technically he runs a few businesses here and there for his father, and well, when I came down here and was looking for work, he happened to have an opening, and then I kind of fell in with the Good Time Gals and so on and so forth.
Now, when you say businesses, sister, is this dangerous work for you?
No, nonsense. Really, you think I can do anything dangerous? And she kind of gestures to her face.
Can I is she lying to me? Is that or
If you want to roll a psychology, go ahead.
is she trying? Okay, I will. That is a 54. out of
80.
80.
So it was a pass. Nah, she's doing it as a cheeky, my innocent face. Wink, wink, blink, blink. She's being a smart ass.
Okay. But she's not lying to me?
Yeah, she's not lying. She's just being a smart ass.
So she's trying to like. Yeah, okay, I see. Never mind. Two.
All right. Actually, Katie, we were just musing and walking around this place. Oh, it's utterly gorgeous. I don't think I've been out this way before. And oh goodness, it must have such a history. I was even looking at those old photographs over there. Have you seen them, Katie?
Yeah, this place has got to be like at least 80 years old.
Something like that. I've only been here a couple of times when they're having parties and whatnot. She kind of shrugs.
Oh, you really must come over and look at the pictures with us, Katie. Would you like to?
I mean, they're just pictures, aren't they?
I mean, you can tell so much history, and sometimes you can even see some familiar faces. I mean, I thought I did.
You did? Who'd you see?
Oh, Mr. Wise's wife, a couple other faces, actually. Not Mr. Wise, sorry. That's my bad.
Yeah, wait.
Do you mean
Mr.
Mr.
Sagano,
Sagano?
sorry. Yeah, I get confused. They're all the same name, sorry.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah, Mr. Sagano's wife, so on and so forth.
Oh, Mrs. Sagano. Yeah, I believe she was, well, I don't know if she was one of the founding members or if she just happened to put a lot of money in the dancing hall, but yeah, she was a very important person.
I mean, the photo I was looking at was some of the founders about 50 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, it was about 50 years. Sorry.
Yeah, no, but she was more proposing it to Katie.
Gotcha.
She's fishing.
Gotcha. Katie's gonna nod.
Do you know Miss Sagano, sister?
More or less. She's gonna kind of nod. The girls, especially Bella and Freddie and Benny, they knew her before she passed, but they sometimes talk about her. Dickie too.
Oh wait. I'm sorry. There's so many people to keep track of my mind. I'm sorry.
Okay.
How would she's dead?
Just gonna nod slowly, like yes.
Well, what happened? I don't actually think Jack knows this. So
Can I roll a knowledge? I think Louise knows it.
Yes, Louise
doesn't
knows.
everyone but Jack knows it, which is very funny to me.
Yes. So
do you want to answer, Beth, or do you want Louise to do it?
Louise, go ahead and answer.
Louise is probably gonna pat his arm and go, it was real ugly business. A former gang here supposedly took her out in a blaze of glory. Bombs, I heard.
Katie's gonna nod. Yes.
Oh jeez.
Ugly business. They ain't in business no more.
Mm-hmm.
Courtesy of Mr. Sagano, right, Katie?
Yes. Yeah.
Jack just looks kind of worried at Louise. Let's see.
I think our best bet, Chev, might be...
Yes.
I don't
Would you like-
know
Okay.
if we
Let
need
me-
to go for it. Sorry.
Hey, Kate. You know Bella, right?
Yes, I do.
I've heard some things about her. Or so. She seems to be kind of like the life of the party.
Eyebrows gonna crackle? Yes, of course.
Could you... Could you tell me about her?
I mean, she's been around a while. She knows most, if not every, speakeasy here in New Orleans.
How long's a while, Katie?
Oh, she was just trying to think, like, well, since I've been here, and that's been at least 4 years.
Could you introduce us?
Sure, that'd be fine. And then she's gonna kind of scan the crowd before she spots Bella, and she's like, all right, come on, follow me. And she's gonna lead you over.
I guess we follow.
Yeah.
Jack just takes Luis's arm. Or, I guess, hand, right?
Louise is having Bella dancing flashbacks.
So you guys are led over by Katie, and Bella's she's talking with Stuart, and kind of there's some mild conversing with Miss Y before Katie comes over and is like, Bella, let me introduce you to my baby brother. You know, the one I've been telling you about. And Bella's gonna turn, she's gonna give a polite nod, and she's gonna give another polite nod to you, Louise. Yes.
Hello.
Hello. She's gonna kind of look you up and down and kind of nod a little bit, like, all right, I could see the family resemblance between you and Katie.
All right. Louise, please. Louise, go.
Okay. Oh god.
Jack knows very little about Bella.
Oh no. Give me a second. 5 seconds. Bella, it's nice to see you again.
It's nice to see you again as well, Miss LeBlanc. I see you found yourself a dancing partner.
Yes, and he's a mighty fine dancing partner, if I do say so myself.
That's good.
Louise and Tomb are trying not to break out in laughing. Louise, then will look at Belle and be like, we were actually just talking. Bella, how long have you been in New Orleans?
Since I was born.
So you come from a long family?
Mm-hmm. That I do.
A long line of Bellas.
I'm sorry, give me a second.
Does she laugh? Does she laugh, or does
Well, I, as the
laugh?
keeper, am
That's the
laughing
question.
because I'm about to ask
Does
you,
she laugh?
Huh?
did you actually say that as Jack, or?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, why not? Break the ice a little bit. Go.
Let's go. Hard questions.
Light a fire under that.
She's gonna look at you, Jack, and she's gonna kind of look you up and down, and there's a bit of a smile on her face. She's gonna kind of look over at Katie, and Katie's she kind of shrugs. Bella's like, yes, it's a common name.
So,
Okay.
sorry.
No, it's okay. Go ahead.
No, you can speak. You speak. It was your question.
I was going to ask. Was your mother also named Bella?
I was gonna ask that too.
Hey. Jack and Louise high five mentally.
Yeah, she's gonna nod. She'll be like, yes, it was Isabella. My name is Isabella. I'm sure with a name similar to yours, Jack, there's many people who share the same name in your family.
Not really my immediate family, but that's okay. Um, try not to be weird as I ask, how do you look like your mom?
If y'all share the same name, you must share the same good looks.
Oh, thank you, Miss LeBlanc. Yes, I've been told quite a bit that me and my mother share the same looks.
I've been told I look quite a bit like my Nana, too. But it's very peculiar. Same middle name and everything?
No? Not sure.
No, not middle name.
No?
So
What's your middle name?
You are awfully nosy.
I'm
Jack.
sorry. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
we just found a really funny photo over there of the founders, and we were stricken at how much the Bella in that photo looks like you, Miss Bella.
Oh yes, that old photo. If I had a quarter for,
Same.
if I had a,
Sorry.
well, it's okay. If I had a nickel for every time somebody told me I looked like my mother in that photo, I'd probably be able to buy the city itself.
Yeah, it's really interesting. It's got your same first, middle, and last name.
We don't. Do you know her middle name?
No.
I'm Chev.
No.
Chev, I am doing.
I'm sorry.
No. It just had the first and last names.
Okay.
I know.
Then Louise, roll me that fast talk, but it's gonna be hard.
I know. I set up. It's hard.
It's hard.
Is it?
Okay. If this doesn't work, I have an idea, Louise. It's okay.
It's okay. Is it fifth or half, Beth?
Half.
Half? Okay. Would you believe me if I told you it's a 29?
Dang, you're good. So Bella's gonna raise an eyebrow and she's gonna cross her arms. She's be like, huh, I'll have to double check and take a look over at that photo again. 'Cause I don't remember it having any last names.
You may need. I mean, I was under the impression it's your same middle and last. You may need to get that ironed out. Go, Jack. Joe, speak, Jack.
No, I was just gonna say, when she says that, can I see if she's like worried or something? Like if there's
lying.
Not lying, but like just to see if she like goes like, oh no, the secret's out or something.
Roll psychology.
Does Bruno Mars is gay?
Does Bruno Mars is gay?
That's 13.
She doesn't look shocked.
Okay.
I mean, she doesn't look like she quite believes Louise, and she's probably going to immediately walk over to the photo once this conversation is done. But
Okay,
she's not lying.
Now, I had a really outlandish idea here.
Okay.
Are you gonna? Okay.
So, while we're talking to Bella, Jack is. Hold on, wait, let me look at his stats real fast. Make sure I have this correct. Yeah, Jack is like a history guy. So I'm wondering if Jack can just like casually slip something about like what happened during like a while ago in New Orleans to see if he can kind of like trip up Bella into like revealing something, you know?
So, for example, you want to give a piece of information, have that information be factually wrong, and see if Bella corrects you?
Yes.
But the question is whether or not she learned it in history or whether or not she lived it.
So
does if
here's how I'm
if
gonna
Jack-
have it roll. Jack, I'm gonna have you roll I'm gonna have you roll an idea real quick.
Okay. I was gonna say, Jack looks over Bella. Does she look like the type of person who went to college or is smart in any way?
Does she look over 80 years old?
Hold on, let me roll that 100. It was cocked. Okay, 19.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you a straight talk. You're already in a hole, and
No.
Do you really want to embarrass your sister by looking like a complete noob from the city?
I mean, isn't that what siblings are for?
All right, so
To be fair, Katie's been doing an awful lot of embarrassing Jack.
all right,
Karma.
go ahead and make up something, and we'll see what happens afterwards.
Yeah, I heard this building was made in 1835 by John Jackson, the famous Civil War veteran, and I don't know.
So Bella is going to stare at you. And she is going.
I'm dying.
Okay. So
Okay. Yeah.
Bella's going to stare at you, and then she's going to turn to Katie. I thought you said you went to school.
It was what?
Bella is going to turn to your sister, look her dead in the eye, and be like, I thought you said he went to school.
Oh.
And Katie's just
Oh.
going to be like, he's from New York. And she's done with your shit. She's just like, God. My baby brother. So flexible. So flexible. But yeah.
No.
What?
It's just,
Oh no.
Listen.
Beth. How much of a problem is it if Louise sasses Bella?
I don't know. I mean, let's see what happens.
Louise didn't like that comment about the schooling. But she got defensive. Jack, she's gonna grab your arm. She's gonna grab your arm, especially since, his sister did not defend him, which Louise is not very used to that. All her siblings would fight and defend her. So she's gonna look at Bella and be like, why, Bella, I don't recall you ever getting any form of formal education. And if you even had a lick of it, you'd probably correct him. But since you're not correcting him, you don't know the information either. And considering he's a newcomer, at least he's trying to make polite conversation. So maybe let's not bring his schooling into it.
So Katie's gonna be like, okay, that escalated quickly, as Bella's just gonna be like, well, blah, 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 blah. Hold on. Keep her flab. Blah, 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 blah. Figure out the best way to word it.
It's okay, I gotta kick my cat out.
So,
Oh no.
Bella's going to be just kind of do a slow blink, and she's gonna say, well, Miss LeBlanc, I was gonna say if he was really that interested in learning about the dancing hall's history, Miss Y is right behind me. I'm sure, given that this is one of the buildings she helps operate, she knows every inch of this building and its history.
Miss Y is behind her or behind us?
Behind her.
Oh,
And
okay.
as she said that, she kind of gestures behind her of like, hey, she's right there. Do you want me to go get her?
I was gonna say Miss Y is behind us, just like hovering over us the entire time.
Oh no.
Wouldn't be surprised.
We just look up, her face is right there.
Chev.
Louise, do you hear Runa calling us? I think
No, but I do think that we should go have another dance. Or go see if Wolf's headache has gone away. He might need more medicine from me. Bella, it was nice to see you again. I hope to see you again. Katie. Louise doesn't like Katie very much, Jack. I'm so
Oh.
sorry. So she's gonna nod at Katie and drag you away.
Good time,
Oh,
girls.
okay.
Will nod as
Check.
you guys walk away, and then as you guys are making your way back to the table, Wolf, Runa, Laura, what's up with you guys?
Oh, not much. What's up with you?
Good question.
Yeah, what were we even doing?
Well,
I've forgotten.
Well, we got the watch.
yes, you got.
Wolf and Laura got the watch back from Virgil. So I
Yes.
mean, it would make sense to me that they were probably discussing how to get the watch back to Jack when Runa came over with no prompting and then just hugged Tony. So that's, I think, where we about left off last session.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that seems right.
So I think at this point, Runa probably would be stepping away from Tony and just kind of putting the smile she's masking hardcore. Let's be fucking real here.
Oh yeah,
Runa's
absolutely.
going to be masking hard fucking core. And hey, Beth, do you want Wolf to roll a psychology into Runa?
Do it. Let's see what happens.
Okay, cool. Does Runa need to roll anything? He rolled an 83. Yeah, 83. So he doesn't. No, wait, no. Yeah, he doesn't really notice anything. I don't think.
It's kind of hard to tell what exactly is wrong with Runa. Just, you've heard that singers and dancers have kind of been acting crazy, so she's just having a moment.
Okay. Okay, hold on. Let me get a sip of cider before I start this crap. Okay.
Laura, would you like to roll a psychology into?
Sure, why not? Ooh. Astonishingly, that's a 29, so I succeed. Just.
In psychology?
Yep.
Okay, so you're going to go to 66 luck?
No, I succeed.
Wait, hold on, let me double check, because on my thing it says...
Psychology 30.
Oh. It's not right on my thing. Haha. My bad. Never mind. Runa's not doing so hot. She looks very upset. Sorry about that.
Yes.
Hi.
Runa is very upset.
So, I just had a really enlightening conversation with Mr. Y. What have you been up to, both of you? I got my watch back. Met a really interesting character named Mr. Foxfield. Which we have a watch to give back to Jack. Have you seen him? Oh, yeah, I saw Louise and Jack a couple minutes ago. They were, they didn't look too happy. Well, Louise didn't look too happy to see me. Yeah, they were over by, I think, heading towards the buffet area. Oh no, I have to ask.
Tony's. Oh, go ahead.
I don't have anything, so.
Oh, okay, so Tony is going to raise an eyebrow. You're like, what the hell is Louise's problem with you?
Oh, well, me and Mr. Y had some enlightening conversations about, Gabe and Nicole and the whole Salvatore incident that I guess happened, his mom's death. And, well, Luis was triggered by some of the events that were discussed, but long story short, I guess Mr. Y's mother, Zeline, died around, I think he said 1915, and Gabe got real hurt. Oh, wait, before that, sorry. So Gabe and Yvonne met. Gabe had a really bad, I guess, home life, and he was running away from his dad's house where he met Yvonne in the woods. And then Gaston came to pick him up, and this gang called the Salvatore came, and they were upset with Gaston because he was running jobs for them, except for it didn't go correctly, and I guess some liquor was lost, and so they beat the tar out of him, and then Gabe and Yvonne almost got hurt, and I guess Mr. Scott, what else was there? It was bad. And then after that, I guess Gabe and Yvonne became friends. What was it? Sorry, there was a lot of stuff. And I guess shortly after that, 1915? Yeah, 1915, Yvonne's mom died based on that same gang. They did something really bad. Wolf is gonna kind of. Can I make an idea roll for Wolf to see if he remembers any of that stuff? Like the Salvatore mom thing?
Yep, go ahead.
About her funeral?
Mm-hmm.
I rolled. A 66.
A 66. There's some the name sounds familiar. It's very vague, but you've been beat. You've had a couple of hits to the head in between that time frame, so your head's still spinning, especially from that migraine.
Okay, so Wolf does not at this time remember anything about the Salvatores or
Then
the funeral besides that he was at it.
yeah, it's very vague, kind of. There's somewhat of an idea and a memory, but given the past couple of hours, your brain's still on no think, only do.
Yeah. So just to confirm, so Wolf, because of past history in the city and the boxing ring and stuff, and a little bit of coming there, and him being a promoter, he would have been at the funeral, but at this point, he doesn't remember anything about it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Cool. Where was I with Runa? Yeah, I remember being at that funeral. It was really big, and Mr. Sagano was really roughed up after that. Yeah, so, that, oh, we talked about Nicole, and what did he say about Nicole? That she got, I guess her little occult thing has been, or this thing with the book is not as secret as she'd like it to be, and she had, she basically paid somebody to go into the library, break into the archives, get the book, and bring it back to her. And it does weird, oogie spooky stuff. And I guess whatever it is, it worked. Supposedly.
They stole the book from the library?
Huh.
Yeah,
Yeesh.
Mr. Y said they stole, well, they technically didn't steal it, but they facilitated it being stolen. From the archives. He made it sound like there actually might be more than one funky book that does weird, like, ooky spooky
Hmm.
occult stuff in the library. It sounded like it was in the archives, though. So I guess not the normal stuff like, you and I would work with every day or I would check out books from. Um,
I've got
but
that's Jazz messing her words up, not Laura.
yeah.
Not good. Tongue-tied. The Cthulhu curse for us all.
I've barely spoken this session. The first thing I say, I just remove my tongue entirely. Doing great today. Anyway, I've got access to the archives. Maybe we should check that out. How does Mr. Y know about it, though?
Well, that is a good question.
I mean, he's got it. Tony's gonna say this. I mean, Sagano's family's got enough influence in town. I imagine all you have to do is ask the right people. People for it, I guess. Kind of shrugs.
Sure, I'm just wondering who the right people are in this case. If the girls asked somebody to steal the book for them, then I suppose
It was, you remember the weird guy from the bar? It was him.
he stole the book?
He stole the book.
You mean he really did know something about all this all along?
I guess maybe, or at least he was tied into it. I don't know. What else was there? Oh yeah, and she kind of lowers her voice because like she doesn't know if Mr. Savoy is in his office. She hasn't really seen him recently. But so apparently Nicole met Gabe when they were out. I mean, bear with me. I'm trying to make this as short as possible, but there was a lot of details, and I don't really know which one was most important. But apparently, he made a crack about you, Wolf, about how I guess Gabe gets his bleeding heart from you. What a little shit. Yeah, I don't know, Wolf. But anyways, I guess Nicole was out partying. Some guys tried to come on to her, and he stepped in like a real true gentleman. You know our Gabe, he's such a sweetheart. And well, he took her home, um, back home safely. And she's like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna make my daddy mad." But look at him, he's a boxer. And I guess Jean Savoy was then like, "Oh, like." You can be the leash to my daughter to make sure she doesn't get into trouble, while also what was it, shit, but she likes him but doesn't like him, and she thought she was making her daddy mad, but she wasn't making her daddy mad because it was all a part of his plan. But when he started not, I guess there was rumors about him being a gigolo, which is so silly.
Gabe? Huh. Tony's just gonna be like, Gabe?
Oh.
Gigolo?
Oh, what now? No. That can't be right. Gabe, that boy is too dense to be a gigolo.
I mean, huh.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I said too. Anybody who actually knows Gabe knows that's silly as hell, but it was a rumor. And you know how Mr. Savoy is about his reputation. He likes it real squeaky clean. So along with that, I guess he started blackmailing Gabe about, hey, you're not doing your job and now you're making me look bad. And that's why he's not coming back. Ever. And more Gaston. Wolf does the sad, solemn nod of I know. So let me get this straight. Gabe was just a gentleman. Nicole got sweet on him. Is not sweet on him anymore.
all of that drama caused Jean-Savoy to blackmail him and ran him out of town and almost got him killed.
Yeah, that. As far as I understand it, that's correct, Wolf.
And let me get this straight. So, Nicole got an occult book, did a ritual for what? What did she do a ritual for?
Something about. What was it? Laura, do you remember? Was it the dancing contest? Like she wanted to win it, or.
I can't say I understood what they were really talking about there, but something about Louise talked about summoning something that wasn't the usual thing that people summon.
Yeah, well, I mean, I know that the girls. Well, Nicole's really mad that Colette's not gonna be out next season with her. And so they wanted maybe to make this the last huzzah, but that doesn't. Do you really think that this book thing? I mean, if it's related to the dancing contest, do you really think that maybe that's why all the singers and dancers and musicians are acting so funny?
I don't know, but
It
I
seems
think
unlikely, but I don't know what's going on, and clearly this book is messed up in it somehow.
Move you, Jack. There we go. As you guys are talking, Louise and Jack get up to the table and da 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 da.
I would like to rotate this character, please. Please let me rotate this character.
Nope.
Okay.
No, illegal. No rotation allowed.
Well, it won't let me because the settings button is right on top of the
There we go.
rotation button.
There we go.
Oh my god, thank you so much.
You're
Hey,
welcome.
we have a circle.
Does anybody remember like dancing in the 2000s that they used to do like this circle? It's kind of how I feel right now.
Yeah, there was. We had a lot of school dances that ended up like this. Yes.
Like right?
See, the only thing I think of is a mosh pit. So we invent the mosh pit in the 1920s.
Same as the dude, man.
Runa is gonna hold on to Tony's arm, kind of squeeze it.
Tony's gonna hold on to your arm, kind of be like, I'm here for you, kitten.
But yeah, I think that maybe we should check out the library to see if there's more of those strange books, or at least a hint.
Yes, I'd be interested to find out how they managed to steal books from the archives.
Books.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Okay.
No, books,
Thanks for
man.
your input.
I would love to go look at books. Let's go.
Beth, what time is it in?
Well, it is
Yeah.
in game. It's probably about 4:30, 5 o'clock or so. So it's been a day.
It sure has been a day.
If you guys would like, we can go ahead and time skip. Unless, of course, Wolf would like to have a conversation with Mr. Sagato.
Now that Jack's here, we should also give his watch back.
Yes, we should give Jack his watch back. Hey, Jack, Mr. Foxfield found this on the floor. He asked us to return it to you.
You give him the watch, I take it?
Yes.
Ooh. Thank you, Mr. Wolf. Thank you so much.
You
dropped this or something.
I didn't find it. It was Mr. Virgil Foxfield found it, and he returned it and my watch back to me. So He has
Oh,
a really nice business card.
what a nice guy. He sounds amazing. I'd like to meet him sometime. Jack gives I guess Jack gives Wolf like he reaches to his pocket and gives him like $1 or something for giving him his watch. He's like, "Thank you so much."
No.
Here.
I did not find your watch. You keep your money. Just I
Jack,
don't need your money. It's fine. Like I said, I didn't find it.
are you sure?
Yeah. But before you let me know if you're gonna do anything crazy. I think I need to go talk to Mr. Sagano about some stuff that's been itching my brain a little bit.
All right. I'll
Wait.
let you know if I do anything crazy.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Oh,
Wait.
Sandy
Beth,
check.
no. I will let you know when the sanity checks come, and for right now, we seem to be
I'm
good.
joking. I'm
Wait,
joking.
Beth. Question. Does Wolf know about the picture? I don't think he does.
I don't believe so.
Flower, is he like running away right now, or can Louise grab his arm? And or
grab
Beth,
him
am I
quick.
able to do that?
Grab him quick.
Beth, am I able to do that?
Yeah,
Do
go
I have
ahead.
to roll?
Yeah. go
Okay.
ahead. You grab his arm as he stands up to go.
Luis grabs his arm and says, I need your eyes for a minute. You've been here longer than I have in this world, so maybe you might be
Make
able
it
to
sound like I'm
offer-
gonna put my foot in the grave already.
Well, you're not, but I want you to look at something real quick. Maybe you might have more insight than I do.
Okay.
Proceeds to drag him to the picture. Whoever wants to follow can certainly follow. Shows him picture.
Leans over to look at it.
The
Yeah,
picture.
it's the founding members of the building. What do you need me to look at, Louise?
This is taken 50 years ago. Yes or no?
If I can do math correctly and this date is correct, then yes.
And I mean, you're 50 years old and you look like you look right now. Well, 49 on 50. That's Mrs.
Louise, I'm not
Sagano.
sure if you're trying to compliment me or insult me. What are you getting at?
Points at Celine. That's Mrs. Sagano. Looking like a 20-year-old.
Beth, does it look like Mrs.
No.
There's a Celine that he would have known?
Mrs. Sagano looks... Crap, I'm gonna
Oh,
have to
sorry.
do math to figure out how old she is in comparison to everyone else. But no, she
Sorry.
looks like a, let's see if any...
Sorry.
Okay,
I wasn't sure how old she was.
You can do rough decades if you want.
rough
That's fine.
decade, she's like late 30s.
It makes it worse. There's Mrs. Sagano looking like she's in her 30s.
And you don't see anybody, Chev, looking... Jack doesn't see anybody looking at them strangely. They're just kind of doing their own thing and whatnot. But yeah, Celine looks like Celine.
Okay.
Mid to late 30s.
Okay. Maybe they did the date wrong. Like,
I mean, if you're gonna talk to Mr. Sagano, maybe get some information on this, because I think something's suspicious. And
okay.
I mean,
I'm. What about the date discrepancy? Like,
She
do you have a specific?
She looks like
I'm not
she's
sure
in
what
her-
I should be asking here.
She looks like she's in her
Don't
30s.
sigh at me, Mudbug.
I'm just saying. I don't know why nobody else thinks it's weird. She looks like she's 30, but this was 50 years ago. If the broad was still alive now, she'd be... Hold on. 80 years old.
She'd be quick math.
She'd look like your Nana.
Exactly. And from what I remember, I mean, she should have been about your age.
Beth, give or take, yeah?
More or
Yes.
less.
Okay. A little less? Okay.
I mean, there's also the rumors that Wolf would have known.
The rumors? What are the rumors?
Roll the idea check. You can roll the idea check too, Louise, if you'd like.
Louise
rolled.
says about the picture.
A 60.
That's it.
I rolled a 48.
Okay, so fail for Wolf. Pass for
Curse you, dice! I'm the old man. Let me remember old man things.
Louise. You remember that there's also there were rumors that Zelene, mainly because her name was shared with the infamous Dark Lady Zelene, that there were rumors that she was a dark sorceress who used to keep her good looks through black magic, or that she was a vampire.
All right, let's see how this swings with Wolf, because everybody else thinks poor Louise is crazy.
Hold on. About Mrs. Zagano being a sorceress or a vampire?
Yep.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure I wrote it down correctly in the notes.
You're good. So Louise is gonna lower her voice and be like, "Listen, I seem to be the only one who thinks this is a little funny, but I remember shut up, Ford.
Ignore it. Keep going.
Sorry.
Snarky comments from the fly on the wall. Nope.
Sorry. I got distracted because I have current session text
No,
open.
I'm quote unquote yelling at Ford. Nah, no mas.
Okay, so dark sorceress, potential vampire rumors.
Got it. I got it. Louise is gonna lower her voice. I mean, I was a kid, but I remember there being rumors that she was some dark lady sorceress, used to steal, souls to keep herself young. I mean, I don't know if that was just hogwash to scare me into staying, away and all that, but there's also the vampire rumors, but then again, Pop-Op's been, accused of that. But just there is something wrong with this picture, Wolf. And she ain't the only one there. Look, Bella and Dickie don't look any older. And they got the same names, Wolf. I think something's funny going on. And you just poke around it, Mr.
Can I make another knowledge roll based on this new information?
Yeah, go ahead.
That Louise has brought up?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I roll a cult? Can I roll a cult? No, never mind.
36.
36. I mean, the memory has finally come back to you about. Oh yeah.
Oh my God! Yes.
The various rumors and shenanigans of sort. You also know that there's been a couple of times where, when Fat Egg hears about the rumors, he laughs about the fact that Zelene, a quote unquote vampire, married an Italian man. The whole garlic thing. But do with that as you see fit. Man's got a sense of humor.
Terrible. I love it.
Oh my God. Oh yeah. I remember those rumors. They were kind of tacky. I mean, no, just hear me out. Oh yes. Beautiful woman, talented, sweet as can be. A vampire who married an Italian. Vampires who hate garlic, married to an Italian who eats nothing but food full of garlic. So funny. Yeah, I remember those. I mean, it's just kind of weird, but
Can you just poke around for me, Wolf? Please.
I'm willing to poke around. I just need to know what exactly you want to know. What question are you trying to ask?
I don't know. I think all of this has something to do with what happened to Lady Songbird and Runa. I think the girls and that book that they stole has something to do with it.
That's what the Savoy and the what is her name?
All these fucking
Lamar.
families. Yeah.
I'm just making sure that I'm on the same page as you. So calm down a little, Mudbug, just a little bit. I'm trying to go on this journey with you and make sure we're on the same page. Okay?
I
So
know.
temper, cool it down, or I'll dunk you in the swamp
Oh
like you were
no.
5 again.
I'm sorry. Laura don't quite believe me, and then I had a fight with Runa, and I just...
Yeah, she offhanded mentioned that. Didn't go into details. She just said that you were not happy with her for some reason. But did we lose somebody? Hello?
No, we're
Forward
here.
left.
You went to bed.
Oh, for that. Okay. Oh, okay. My bad.
It's all good.
So you want me to ask why his wife's in a picture of the founders from 18 whatever. Insert date here. I mean, I've got a couple questions myself about what happened to Lady Songbird. Because his kids were not very helpful with answers for me. And this whole Paramore protection business, weird.
I know, right? I thought it was weird too. And I tried getting some information out of the kids, but I wasn't able to pull anything considering how mad, you know, everything that went down with Runa and Murmur. I don't want to talk about it.
So, what happened with Runa?
Rolls eyes.
Don't be a little shit.
Not a little shit. Rude. She's a little
You're
shit.
shorter than me. You're a little shit. You don't have to tell me, but whatever it is, you're friends, right? So you should probably talk it out. But I'll go see about this picture thing. I don't even know what I'm gonna ask, but I'll figure it out by the time I get over there.
Well,
How's
good
that
luck.
sound? We make a deal. You go make up with your friend, employee, whatever that business is, and I'll go see if I can figure out something about the vampire queen. He wiggles his fingers.
My money's on sorceress, not on vampire marrying an Italian man.
I mean, some people do wonder how Iggy managed to snag her, so.
Well, good luck to you.
Cat, hello.
Oh boy.
Okay. Beth,
Yeah.
what would you like us to do now?
I mean, you can go talk to Fat Iggy, or we can time skip. Don't matter.
I do want to talk to Fat Iggy, but I'm just like, my brain is everywhere. So I'm like, am I going to remember half the things I wanted to talk to him about?
Well.
All right, saddle on over.
Okay. He's keeping an eye on the dancers and stuff, whatnot. He sees you approaching, and he kind of nods. Kind of pauses for a second.
Wave.
And then he's
You
going to be
got a
like,
second?
huh?
You got a second to have that conversation?
I'm free, Wolf. Oh, what happened to you? You look like shit.
Ugh. just a mild headache. Nothing major. Don't worry about it.
That's going to be an eyebrow raise from Fat Iggy. Just a headache. All right. That's what they're calling it nowadays.
He's just got the, like, what the fuck is that supposed to mean face. Just like, excuse me? Hold on. I am going. Grab. Okay, so the picture thing. I think I will actually open up with the picture thing.
Okay.
Just like, So, you will never believe the shit the youngsters are saying nowadays.
Oh boy, what are they saying, Wolf?
They were over there looking at the founding picture and commenting about your wife and two of the party boys being in it. Something of, the old sorceress vamp, like, rumors about your wife.
Oh yeah. I haven't heard
Yeah.
a few of those in a while. They still saying she was a vampire, dark sorceress.
Yeah, married to an Italian man. That's what I said. um, brain, work with me here. Yeah, but there's just, there's something real weird about that photo because it's marked insert date here, but that just doesn't seem right. I mean, going by that math, your wife would be what? Like 80? I mean, I'm sure she'd be a beautiful woman at 80 had she made it, bless her soul. May she rest easy.
Yes. I mean,
Just seems a bit weird.
uh, um, he's kind of pausing for a second. He's kind of thinking for a moment. It's like, Yolanda did mention to me the other day about there was some little mix-up or something when they were, you know how sometimes before big parties and events and stuff, you get it all cleaned up. John Savoy has to be anal attentive and then yell at everybody who's not working as fast and reading his mind. And there might have been a
Yep.
mix-up with some of the plaques. That might have been what happened.
Yeah, but the strangest thing about it is like all the names lined up to where they were sitting in the photo. So like your wife was there, what was her name? Dickie was there, Bella was there.
Yeah,
Just it seemed like a really odd coincidence.
those things do happen, Wolf. It's kind of.
Can I make a psychology check
Go ahead.
to see if you're trying to like pass it off or
Yeah.
come on, dice. Wow, dice. Really hate Wolf now. 84.
He's just passing.
50.
I mean, he's blasé,
Well,
very blasé about it. Kind of like, yeah.
Well, I mean, it's whatever. You know kids, how they are.
Mhm.
But I do have a couple more serious questions.
Of course, Wolf. I'm all
I
yours.
I talked to your son about Lady Songbird, but he didn't really have a lot of information. Did Londa tell you anything?
That she did. Whatever episode or whatever happened seemed to hit everybody that does music or dancing. And, well, you know how Lady Songbird's been. When she has her highs, they're good, but when she has her lows, they're pretty low.
Yeah, they're real bad, and she's been missing her husband some fierce lately.
Mm-hmm.
But
Best Yolanda can.
even at her lows, she wouldn't.
Yolanda said it
She
was.
wouldn't.
Maybe she got lower than she even thought possible. Yolanda
But
said that a lot of the band members weren't faring much better. And, well,
I mean, but Iggy, I'm trying to make sense of this whole thing. Like, yeah, I know Lotta has some real down times, but she's never been that bad. And her husband's just he's coming back in a couple weeks, so
that he is. I know.
but like she had this episode and like she's in the hospital now. Like didn't have any new updates from her, but LeBlanc's singer had an episode. She had an episode. Musicians are looking bad.
Don't I know it,
Like,
Wolf? It's far as
There
I
has
can.
to be something, though. You don't know anything? Not even a rumor about what could have caused this? Like poison in the water, a funky something? The kids are even talking about some rumor that somebody summoned something, did an occult spell.
An occult spell.
You know, kids, they say shit.
I mean, it's not the weirdest thing to be said tonight.
I'm trying to get info. I don't know what to ask.
Well, he's gonna Fat Iggy's gonna kind of shake his head for a minute, and he's just gonna. I don't know what to tell you, Wolf. I've got people bringing me information, and I'm still trying to sift through what it's supposed to be and what it's supposed to mean and all that.
Look, he's gonna kind of like roll his shoulders back and just be like, look, I hate to even bring this up. I know we got this long history. You got that IOU that you still haven't cashed for some reason, even though it's been decades.
Hasn't been the
I
right
shouldn't
time,
even
Wolf.
be. Huh?
Hasn't been the right time. When it's time to cash it in, I'll let you know. Don't worry about it.
Uh-oh.
Right. I know I shouldn't even be asking for favors from you. You're a busy man, but do you have anything that could ease my heart, ease my sister's heart? You know we care about Josie so much. Lotta. We care about Lotta so much, and just even something so I can tell Miss LeBlanc and her singer, get them a little calmed down, because they've been real riled up.
That's fair.
Like they've seen a dead body.
Yeah. Well, best I got is that there might be something at the library that might have. There might be something at the library that might be helpful or something. I'm not entirely sure, but that's about as good as I can make it.
You know, your boy seems real upset that Gabe's gone.
Well,
Hands in pocket.
Yvonne certainly liked Gabe.
Yeah. Seems so.
I mean, for lack of a better word, Gabe's cousin certainly did her best to blue ball him. Blue ball Yvonne.
Oh, he really liked Gabe, huh?
Patty, he's gonna
Pink
look
in
at
the
you, Wolf,
face.
like, seriously? You didn't see it? Wolf, you've known Yvonne how long? You've seen the way he looked at Gabe? Gosh. Shakes his head.
I'm not gonna assume nothing about no one. Okay? Just look. Before Gabe left, he showed me the letter Yvonne had sent him.
Mm-hmm.
And I just can't, with this whole business, and I mean, 2 questions right out the gate. Did you know about the fight vixen? And why do you have this basically witness protection program? What kind of man are you,
Well,
Iggy?
Wolf, you're not gonna like the answer to either one of them, but yes, I've known about the fight fixin'. It's pretty easy to tell when it happens. Jean Savoy is a very smug bastard. He would fail at playing poker pretty hard. And two, this is a very dangerous city, as you know very well. And sometimes you gotta do certain things in order to make sure your family and friends are safe. And he's gonna leave it at that.
So, all right. Okay. He's pondering his old man migrained head. But the good time, or not the good time gals, the party boys are all in this program of yours.
Yep.
What did they need protecting from? Like, let's say Stuart, for example. What did Stuart need help from?
Stuart got himself in a load of trouble. Boy was a bit of a sticky-fingered individual, and he got caught by a family up in New York, and well, they tried to make an example out of him, but well, Yolanda thought he was a very pretty face, so she has a soft spot for pretty faces. Pretty faces and troublemakers.
Is that why Zelene married you?
He's gonna playfully punch your shoulder like, hey, wolf, you asshole. But you're right.
She was a nice woman. Good for you. Sad she's gone.
Yeah.
But shit. Is there anything outside of, hey group, is there anything I should be asking? Oh no, I'm trying to think. What else is there to ask?
All right. Well, I can do the time skip
Okay.
now if we would.
Yeah.
All right.
So I think really quick, just to kind of close it out, Wolf would, give Iggy the like pat on the shoulder and just kind of be like, I'm sorry about the stuff. And I hope Yvonne finds some peace soon. He's a good kid.
Daddy is.
Cough.
So.
And then report back to the group.
All right. Report back to the group. So we're gonna go ahead and do the time skip. Guys, go through the party, and New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, it's quiet. There's some mild partying, but the city seems to be a little bit shaken by the events that happened on the 30th and the 31st. So it's not as boisterous as previous years, but very chill as we kind of come to January 4th. And over the couple of days, Wolf, you are informed of who is your opponent on January 6th. The individual.
Wait, what? What? I'm still having a fight?
You're still having a fight, and your opponent is a man by the name of Tiger Flowers. And
Tiger Flowers.
Yes, that's gonna be
Okay,
your.
hold on. Wolf is still having a fight on the 6th. Okay, a man named Tiger Flowers.
Yes.
Got it.
Louise, over the course of those 4 days, you are also informed of when your meeting is with Miss Grace Savoy. It will be taking place on January 4th. And so we will start January 4th. I'm assuming you guys have kept in contact with each other, trying to figure out, okay, we're going to go to the library. When do all of our schedules align? And the library has opened back up on the 4th as well, so what would you guys like to do?
Oh my
Wait,
god.
wait, I want to make a clarification. I assume Flower by this point, Louise and Runa have kind of kissed and made up. What the fuck?
Made up. She said it.
Louise, I like you. I do not want to make out with you ever, not even drunk.
Wow. Rude.
Ever.
I
I'm pretty
imagine
sure
in this.
Runa has sulked for like 3 days. Probably even enough that she has skipped work. She was very upsetty spaghetti.
Well, but at this point, have they made up, or do we have to deal with that, or
I don't know. Have they? Has Louise tried? Because Runa sure hasn't. Runa's probably
Louise-
been at home sulking.
I mean, Louise will have called her to come to work. She's got to come to work, except on like holiday. She wasn't gonna bother her on that.
How about we say, for the sake of the story, we're just gonna say Tony like dragged the both of you and all but locked you both in a closet and was like, figure your shit out.
Works for me.
All right,
That works. With me.
we'll go
We
for
drink
that.
it up. We drink it out.
Drink it out. There we go.
Okay.
So yes, January 4th, the library is open. Louise has her appointment with Grace Savoy. What would you guys like to do?
I mean, are we going as a group? Is the appointment
Meet up.
known?
Well, it's kind of,
At what time is the appointment?
we'll say about 10. Yeah, 10 in the morning.
Okay, 21. Is it just for Louise, or can Louise bring the party?
It's technically just for Louise.
Then Louise will probably, if it's just for Louise, Louise will go on her own. Which is never a good idea, especially since now she is now without a shotgun because she's calmed down enough to put it away.
Louise needs moral support.
For sure, my god. So she'll have called the party beforehand to meet her at the library. Well, Laura will be working, but to meet at the library at around like 1 she's assuming how long that's gonna take.
Probably a safe
But
bet.
if the appointment's at 10 and it's just for Louise, just Louise will show up.
Okay.
She doesn't want to upset nobody.
Okie doke.
Especially after her last conversation with Jean Savoy.
She may have also said if she doesn't show up, consider her dead, and her will's in her office.
Oh no. That's worrying.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Uh-oh.
I mean, just in case, she'd probably tell Runa that. I don't know if she'd tell.
Bitch, you think I don't already know where your will is?
I mean,
Okay.
Alright.
So, do we want to do the Louise Grace Savoy conversation, or do we want to do the library?
I mean,
I think
kinda...
if Louise and Grace Savoy is first chronologically, we should probably do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
I also want to see if Louise can get her hand on the book that that Nicole and Colette had.
So do I, and
Because
Louise.
supposedly they had it.
Yeah.
Alright. We will do that. So, alright, Louise, you arrive at the Savoy household, you're led to a parlor, and we're gonna be, obvious disclaimer is obvious, theater of the mind for the next bits.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're taken to the parlor. Grace Savoy is older woman, probably about maybe a year or two younger than John Savoy in appearance. Hair's tied back and it's got scarf around it. Very elegant lady. Like, yep, this is a very rich lady, very powerful lady. Yeah. She gestures for you to sit down. And
Louise is under.
huh?
Louise is probably underdressed. She's probably got her nice skirt on and her nice blouse, but that's still probably too underdressed for this lady. She is wearing heels.
If you're underdressed, she's not saying anything. So after introductions are made, she's gonna offer you a seat. Then she's gonna fold her hands, and she's gonna let you speak first.
Fuck. Sorry, that was Tomb saying fuck.
God.
Louise will sit down, smooth out her skirt, and she will remember everything Nana has taught her about meeting with rich people. Hands on lap and everything. And, oh, you, Mrs. Savoy, you do have a lovely home. Thank you so much for meeting me today. It is an honor to meet you formally.
It is an honor to meet you as well, Miss LeBlanc. Mr. Sagano has told me quite a bit about you and, well, your cousin Gabriel has as well, from the few times I've met him.
Oh, I really hope it was only good things.
Mostly good.
Oh, thank goodness. It seems I sometimes have a bad reputation at times. I'm so glad that made you laugh, ma'am.
Of course. Reputation is a very fickle, entertaining thing. I do
Yes.
wish to apologize for my daughter's actions regarding the situation with Gabriel and my husband. Things got out of hand much too quickly, and it should not have come to the way it is.
Yes, I'm rather sad about it as well, but I'm glad that at least there's peace and there's calm um currently.
Yes, that's true.
Beth, can I roll an idea?
Yeah,
Please
go ahead.
assist.
Roll an idea.
Thank you. Four.
Or she's studying you, and you can. I'm trying to think of what you can. I mean, you can ask her about. Try and very carefully ask her about the book. You could ask a little bit further about the Gabe stuff.
Oh. Okay. Speaking of your daughter, ma'am, she was actually at my establishment the other day, and we were talking about books and such, and she did mention that she had a book that she thought that I'd be interested in, and I haven't quite seen her since then, and I was curious to know if you if I could borrow it perchance. It is from the library, and I am swinging by there later. I could even return it after I'm done reading it.
Ah, yes, that old thing. That would be a delight. She kind of moves to her side, and she has the book, and it's a very old, worn looking book. It has probably been at the library for a very, very, very long time. And she places it on her lap, and she's like, "Yes, after the events of what happened during New Year's, I still am not entirely sure how the girls found this book, but hopefully you or your cousin, who is the priest, one of the priests in town."
Louis, yes.
Yes, Louis. I'm sure he and perhaps even you can take a look at it and make sure my daughter did not do anything too foolish.
Of course, ma'am. And any way I could help.
She's gonna nod and she's going to give you the book. And she's gonna study you for a little bit. She's gonna kind of nod.
Louise is gonna hold it in her lap, cross ankles, sitting like a lady, very uncomfy, being a lady. Sorry.
Grace Savoy is gonna kind of study you for a little bit. Then she's gonna kind of chuckle and be like, you remind me quite a bit of your grandmother.
Oh, you know my grandmother well, Mrs. Savoy.
We're not that close, but we have had a few interactions. She has left her impression on the city.
Yes, she certainly has. I strive to live up to her expectations and that of my family.
Yes. And she's gonna nod, and there's a little small smile on her face. And yes, well, that is certainly something to aspire to.
I actually was going to ask, how are the girls feeling? They haven't been around, and I know we don't really cross circles, but are they doing all right?
They are recovering. Whatever they did during New Year's. Well, they're they're resting up. Was a well, I'm not entirely sure how to explain it, but the girls are recovering. They'll probably be ready by the start of the Mardi Gras season.
Um, if if I can be so bold to ask, Mrs. Savoy,
Yes.
you don't have to answer, and I know this is rather a bold question, but what exactly do you, ma'am, hypothetically, of course, do you think the girls did?
She's gonna
If that doesn't clarify.
pause for a moment and she's gonna study you. And
I do like a charm or something just in case. I don't know.
no, she's gonna look at
Okay,
you and
okay.
she's going to be like, well, I think well, you've met Nicole and you know she can be a little stubborn. And well, she has difficulty dealing with change. And Colette is planning some big change. And Nicole reacted poorly to poorly to it, and so she wanted to make a lasting impression, a memory of sorts. And she's gonna kind of stop and she's gonna kind of look at you, Louise. Have you ever heard of the story of Icarus, by chance?
Can I roll a knowledge?
Yeah, go
Or
ahead.
can it be?
Roll knowledge.
So it's knowledge is education,
Yep.
and that is a 76. Poor Louise has no high school education. So she's gonna very sheepishly, because she's embarrassed about this, shake her head and go, I'm so sorry, Mrs. Savoy. I don't believe I do know the story of Icarus.
Yes, Icarus. Well, very simply, it's about a foolish boy who flies too close to the sun because he forgets the warnings his father gives him. And it's a nice little story about making sure you're not too prideful, lest you have a terrible fall And unfortunately, my daughter got a little too big for her britches and thought she could handle something that she had no business dealing with.
Oh. I see. I'm so sorry, ma'am.
It's perfectly all right. Children and no, hold on, let me try that again. Youth is often wasted by the fault. That fudge. Hold on.
It's alright, Beth.
But you know what? I'm just gonna skip it. She says something to the equivalent of, "Yeah, kids be foolish, man."
Fucking kids these days.
Kids these days.
Is it the equivalent of with age comes experience?
Yes.
Louise is gonna do one more thing to dig. If it doesn't catch the attention, then I think, unless I'm gonna roll one last idea, and you tell me if there's anything else I can ask.
Okay.
And, after I try to see if I can open up more conversation with this lady.
Okay.
That necklace Louise always carries, the voodoo
Mm-hmm.
sigil one.
The Samadhi one?
Yes, the Baron. She's gonna tug at her necklace while she's talking, Louise's nervous tick. And kind of almost like, hey, listen, I practice. Hello. That door's open. A quiet, while she's talking, like a quiet, like, hey, look, safe space. I don't know if it'll open up conversation. I don't know.
Grace was going to study you, and she's going to notice the necklace. That's the Baron Samadine, no?
Louise is gonna smile and perk. Yes, ma'am. My Nana, infamous, I know. She midwives quite a bit, and well, almost all the LeBlanc children have been midwifed by her, and each one she gives a loa to. She gives them a loa. This is mine. It's the Baron.
I know. I know of Beatrice's midwifing style. Question mark. I don't know if that was the proper way to say it, but whatever. Equivalent is she knows what Nana do.
It's have you seen it firsthand? Did she help you with the girls? If I'm not so bold to ask, I'm sorry. Lady like you might go to a hospital and whatnot.
It's quite all right,
Nervous
Miss
laugh.
LeBlanc. I just know of Nana's the reputation that she has, as well as what conversations I've had with her and with Gabriel and Gaston's father. And
Oh.
yes.
Hmm.
But I am not one to air other people's dirty laundry, so I will end the conversation there.
Certainly. Roll an idea, Beth?
Alright, go
Or
ahead.
am I 18.
18. You could, let's see if you get the book. I guess you could probably ask more about the Gabe thing with Nicole. But outside of that, I think we can just come
Okay.
say you guys awkward the conversation ends.
Okay. Louise, she has the book, right? I didn't
Yes.
misinterpret.
You have the book.
Yes. Got the book. Gonna get out of here. She's gonna check she's gonna, pat the book and be like, "Well, Mrs. Savoy, get the book and run." Yes, Chev, yes. But no, she's not gonna run. She's gonna, let her speak. Well, thank you so much for having seen me today, Miss Savoy. I really do hope to do this again, and maybe even bring my Nana, and we can have tea or something. I can bring you some nice cakes that we get sometimes at the general store.
That would be a lovely idea, Miss LeBlanc. It has been some time since I've seen Beatrice.
The fact she calls her Beatrice throws Louise off constantly every time you say that word. But Louise is gonna politely hold the book, stand up, and give a little semi curtsy because Nana taught her in the Victorian style. um, I'll reach out and make another appointment soon with Nana. It's been a real pleasure, Miss Savoy, and I'll make sure that this book gets back to the library where it belongs after I do some reading on it.
Thank you very much, Miss LeBlanc. And then with that, you are escorted out of the Savoy house. Yay, everything's good and golden. Gonna do a quick time check real quick. Are you guys good to continue on, or should we go ahead and stop this session here?
I think we might want to stop it here.
Okay.
I don't know how long it's going to take us to do everything we want to do, but I don't think we'll do it within 30 minutes.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Okay, then we will go ahead and stop the recording here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Woo!